So this is Kieran and Claire. We're having a conversation about Claire's business is called Wild Shore. And Claire, just give us a wee summary of your business.
Wild Shore is an organic luxury spa collection handmade by myself, Claire Geddes, on the southern shores of Loch Ness, which can get a wee bit wild, hence the name. When the wind laps up on the loch, you'd think you're at the sea. And then other times it's as still as a mill pond. So Wild Shore is definitely, the emphasis is on water. It's the healing waters of Wild Shore.
Okay, so we're now having a meeting and we're discussing producing a welcome video that's going to be welcoming wherever the product sits in different establishments. Customers will be able to scan a QR code and they will hear this welcome and background to the company and what the brand really means. Okay, so we're still recording. This is fine. This is good. So that sets the scene in this meeting then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it'd probably be a bit more upbeat. So I would be.
This is just us having a chat.
Yeah.
Okay, and then from this, I'll fire this into Otter, and we'll get more ideas for ideas of a video, of a script. Cool. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Cool.
So then you can read from the script.
Yeah.
And when we're recording, or you're going to practice the script.
Perfect.
For a number of times. Okay, so forget that's on.
Yeah.
But it is on. All right. So the video. What do you want people to hear in the video?
Yeah. So if I was coming into the hotel and I've just opened up a little card, looked on to the QR code, and you will literally see Claire. So it's my face. Possibly, whether it's a panoramic view of, like, behind me, a nice luxury bathroom to mimic where they are.
Yep.
Is it a picture of Wild Shore, as in the shoreline of me down on the loch? Because I will say this is an organic luxury spa collection made on the southern shores of Loch Ness. It's just how they can articulate. Yeah, I think it does maybe need to be of the reference point to the water where they in the loch, to the water where they're going to run the nice bath. So I'm going to take them through that journey. So welcome to Wild Shore.
What is Wild Shore?
Just
give me it and you summarise. I know you've done it before, but just summarise Wild Shore, what it is.
Yeah, Wild Shore being an organic luxury spa experience, handcrafted.
Okay.
On the southern shores of Loch Ness.
What type of products does Wild Shore include?
An organic bath salt, so it's Dead Sea salts and Epsom salts, with a very unique blend of 5 essential oils. And the same 5 essential oils are in all of the products. So you have your bath salt, or you can use it as a foot soak. A soap when you're in the bath or shower. The hand and body cream, it's a beautiful luxury textured hand and body cream. Whenever you come out of the shower or the bath, to lock in moisture on the skin and healing properties. And then there is a wee spa candle, so you can enjoy the full spa experience from beginning to end, from in the bath, throughout the bath journey, when you come out, and light the candle, so you can really stay. It's just those products are there to function.
So as you're running the bath, is there anything happening?
You can light the candle.
Okay.
Pour the salts in.
Yeah.
Relax in the bath. Your candle's lit. Your mind's relaxing.
Yeah.
The magnesium's relaxing the muscles of the nervous system. Okay. The lavender's relaxing you. The rosemary in particular opens up your airways, and when you breathe, it switches you into the parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest. Okay. And when your mind's at rest, the body heals. And the other thing that rosemary is very good at, it's good for memory. It's great for the synapses to fire, so you have much more clarity of thought. The other thing that it'll do, if you have a repetitive worried thought, it actually stops that. So it brings your mind back into a place of rest, where you can bring your mind and your head back into your body. And your body cannot heal unless it's in rest. So those soaking salts take you to a place that you didn't know you needed to be.
Right, there are about 5 videos in that.
And that's just the salt.
Do you know, so
and then
we're still recording this, so we'll just take this as data, okay?
Okay,
this meeting is data, and let this, because this is good, because everything you said, you had me obviously with the candles, and then you were on the salts, and then actually when you started to explain what's happening in the process,
happening in the body,
and going,
It's huge.
oh, I need that.
And the
Like.
moisturising of the essential or of the Dead Sea salts as well. It's a deeper layer, goes deeper into the skin. That hydration.
Yeah.
With the salts.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, back to the welcome video then. So there's a lot in what you've just said. So that's too much for the welcome video, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So you have, hello, and you're welcome. My name's Claire Geddes, and I'm the proprietor, owner of
Mm-hmm.
Seashore, Wild Shore, sorry. We have 5 different products. And then a wee bit of what you've just been saying, but like you're
It'll
quickly
take you
into,
on the journey.
on the journey and
of
what
rest.
it does for you, so whether that's 90 seconds, 2 minutes, that's what you're going to hear in this.
Yeah.
Somewhere there has to be, okay, so this is product 1.
Yeah, and exactly, and I have to say to them, I need you to open up your little pouch. You'll find a 35 gram pouch of salts.
It needs to be, I know you don't have it with you today, but
you only need half of that amount into your bath.
There needs to be an explainer series.
That's right.
Of videos.
Okay, explainer series probably for the
definitely for the spa.
But for someone coming in, I want them to know what Wild Shore is, how to use it in their room, and then how to buy it on the way out. So those 3 key things have to be said in this wee 30, 60, 90 second video.
Okay. Right, we need to practice that then.
So, So what is Wild Shore? What you'll find in your little kit.
Yeah.
How to use it.
Yeah.
Why you're using it.
Yeah.
A wee bit of why, not all of that science, and then it's your gift to take home. And if you would like to immerse yourself more in Wild Shore, please go to
just click
the
on
website.
the link. Yeah, click on the link to if you want to buy it.
Yeah.
You want to buy it or record.
So those 3 things need to be said.
Right. Well, that's real progress. That's in this conversation today. Even to get to there, what you've just said is real progress.
That's huge.
Yeah. Okay, so that's good. All right. So what I was alluding to there, then, while you were starting off this conversation, very much was there's so much to this, to your products and the benefits of what it does, and what's gone in to produce this as well. Apart from the benefit of what you've actually had to do to go and source these products and the production process that when you're making, because it's handcrafted. There's a lot there. So if you think of, I'm jumping channels now, but just to get your brain thinking, think of a series of YouTube short videos, and imagine there were 1 to 10. What would each one be? YouTube shorts anything from 20 seconds to 30 seconds, rather than long videos. But you're all about your products. This one does this. This one does this. This one does this. Da, 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 da. So maybe keep that in your. I mean, that can easily go on.
Yeah, well, that's how I can able to use this.
Other channels as well.
Yeah.
But that's going to be really, really helpful in terms of what does it do, and say, well, just jump over to in this link. It's going to be a YouTube channel. I think the more I'm talking to you,
it needs to be a YouTube
the more
channel.
I'm talking to you, and the more I'm thinking about what you do and the longer form video.
Yeah.
Because you've invested now in mics and you're investing in a new phone. Being honest with you, yes, lights at some stage, that's all you need.
Yeah.
But you could be up and running with your own YouTube channel as well. So your Instagram's going to be boom, boom, boom. But the more, nearly like the science background, the research background, the rationale to the company and what the product does, could be a series of YouTube short videos. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. So far, so good.
Production process.
Yeah.
Yeah, top secret.
Okay. All right.
But there's a lot in the education of the products.
Yeah.
And that's my heart, because it's more than about
very much so.
Of that.
Yeah. Okay. So, right. Draw a line under that, and I'm going to take it right back.
Yeah.
Why did you set up? This is just background here.
Ooh.
Why did you set up Wild Shore?
It was purely selfish reasons, in a way. I, being a biologist and then the beauty therapist, I had worked with essential oils in professional skincare products in my And it was more of a day spa. I was actually quite innovative
So
back in the
just
day.
so I'm clear, you're trained
As a
say
biologist. So
okay.
I was at a degree in biological sciences from Queen's.
Okay, and then?
And then I retrained in Uri as a BTEC, which was quite high science end actually, as a beauty therapist.
As a beauty therapist as well.
But as I opened then up my own salon, it had to, again, it was probably more of an extension of me, and I hadn't realised it was a luxury salon with more day spa treatments, and it wouldn't even have been a thing known as a day spa back then. It wasn't even a thing, and then it took off after that.
Yeah.
So I was probably a wee bit more forward thinking than I realised even back then.
Yeah.
So that was something different. It was quite innovative, and I had a lot of people come travel to the salon because they came to that tranquility in Warringstown. So again, sort of a rural retreat. So people came from a lot of different areas to switch off, to have that day spa experience, not having to stay overnight, spend big money, get beautiful treatments.
Lovely.
And be pampered. So it was more about the massage. It was more about pedicures. It was more about facials.
And do you still do that?
No.
Okay.
No, Welshire's taken over.
Okay.
Because what you just said to me earlier too was that time sensitive. So I did that all through my 30s, and I just went next. Same, rebook next month for your facial, rebook in a couple of weeks time for your back massage. And it's a dark space, and I was constantly there and looking after huge overheads without having, and I didn't have any mentorship. So like there's so many outgoings that I now know I would never have been paying for, as opposed to I just thought I had to. That's what you do in the world of work. So I was working harder and harder and harder, and the bills were kind of going up. And it genuinely broke me. I was out. That's where the change happened.
Okay.
So I had done the whole stupid hours, and having no life at the weekend because I was actually physically, mentally exhausted because I was giving everything, financially, physically, and then myself into which I didn't realise when I took treatments. I'm really giving of myself. So people were coming out energized, and I'm going, oh,
exhausted.
And I did. I actually wanted to switch off. Anyway, so that happened until I was 39, and that's when it was more or less over. And God, if you're real, you need to show me. Anyway, closed the doors of the salon, went off to Israel, Holland, and Madagascar. God was real. He spoke to me. He told me what the vision was, which was Wild Shore. And
so your faith played a part in like nearly
huge.
like a
huge.
a
It was a
turnaround in your life.
Moment.
People talk about a certain
and
stage
yet,
in life.
And yet he used everything that I had gone before, because the biology makes sense. Working with professional skincare, all that I learned.
Okay.
Advertising, marketing a wee bit, how it actually functionally worked. I'm not saying I did it well, but I understood how. I understand.
So Wild Shore was born in as a change of career and lifestyle and different interventions.
Well, it became the answer to, because I didn't have the answer. I just knew I had to plug out.
Okay.
So I plugged out, and
did you know you were plugging out at the time?
No, I was following this voice to be obedient, to go to a missionary school.
You were being called.
I was being called.
You felt you were being called.
Yeah. And I actually said, and that's the thing, and I want people to hear that, I didn't just go, I'm done here, and throw my hands up. It was literally, okay, Lord, you're real. This is kind of where I think you're leading me. It didn't have the 100%.
So your faith was calling you, as people, in all walks of life.
And I'm like, okay, then I'll stay faithful to what I'm doing now until I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. I wasn't throwing the hands up and walking away and throwing up my responsibilities. It was like, I will stay until I know the next steps. And all I got was the next steps. I still didn't have the answers.
So you went off to Israel, and then where else did you go?
Holland and Madagascar. It was part of a missionary school. It was a 2-month. Wow. Which meant all the bills were still having to be paid, and I wasn't even in the country to pay them. So that's how much faith I had to know, oh Lord, you need to show me. So when I came back, because I found the house that he showed me in the vision, which was 5 years earlier, it was 2 things that had happened. And I said this in the Go Succeed video. When I came back and I was shown the house, I went to financial advisor because everybody was looking at me for huge money. Yeah. And he said, well, I know the house. So if you moved your business and your house down there, you're cutting out 2 overheads down to 1. Let's make it simple. So I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do that. So when I spoke to the minister and I said, look, can I run my business out of the wee room because I need to cut my overheads here, financially strapped. And so I got the go ahead. So went, and that reduced the outgoings, which meant I could start paying things back.
Yeah.
Then COVID happened, so I couldn't do any more treatments.
Right.
But the other thing then was the accountant came to buy the soap because I already had the soap.
Yeah.
I had gone out of a skincare brand that was all about essential oils into a medical skincare brand, and that was purely because, again, my heart was about healing, and I had so many more youngsters coming in with acne and really bad skins and not wanting them to scar, so there was more quicker results with medical grade products for facials as opposed to constantly doing massages.
Yeah.
And there was a better profit margin as well, which was beneficial.
Okay.
So but I missed the essential oils. Like I missed like my breath. I wasn't the same person without the essential oils. Yes, I had a better profit margin. Yes, I could deliver more results, but there was something missing. So I actually went to a lady who made soaps in Belfast, and I said, could you make me a soap or a candle or something with these essential oils in it? I need these essential oils. She handed me the bar of soap. It was around Christmas time. I still had Sorella at the time, and she handed me the soap, and I'm like, she has no idea what she just handed me. It was like, I felt like she just handed me gold. And she does not see the value in this soap. This soap is awesome. And I'm like, okay, cool. So she made them for me, and when I came back from the missionary school, I'd got her to make like 150 because it was the only way that I knew I could get to a market, sell these, get some cash flow, because I probably could have ended up in jail. No, I didn't really, but I needed money. So then she happened to tell me, Claire, I can't make these anymore, I'm fostering kids, but I tell you what, I can teach you. And I'm like, great. So she taught me how to make them. I already had that in then my repertoire, my knowledge.
Okay.
So my accountant came just at COVID, and he said, Claire, you need to make these soaps. This soap is amazing. I use it for my wee kid for eczema and psoriasis. You need to make it.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, well, I have no other source of income now that I can't do beauty because we've stopped for COVID. Yes, I had some income coming in from the, government or whatever, as self-employed. But I'm like, I need to work. Like, I'm a doer. I need to practically do something.
Yeah.
So over that COVID time, I just sat down and wrote a business plan to figure out how can I turn these soaps into a business.
Okay.
So it did. And like very, very quickly, I wasn't doing, whenever we could get up and running again, I wasn't really doing treatments anymore, and it all became Wild Shore. So it came out of necessity, but it came out of being led.
It's fascinating. Fascinating. There's a number of things that really, in there. Really.
So there wasn't really one definitive moment. It was selfish in that I wanted this soap for me. I needed this soap. I needed these essential oils. I had it for my clients. I only ever sold it to my clients, and it was a Sorella soap. It was always there until...
Will you forgive my ignorance here? What do you mean by a Sorella?
So the salon was called Sorella, so it was labelled as Sorella. It wasn't labelled Wild Shore.
Okay.
Because it was just sold in Sorella.
Okay.
So it was only for me, and then I did sell it on to my clients who loved it as well. But it was never a big money spinner. It was just for me, and it worked for our skins.
Yeah.
And that's how.
So you have skin conditions yourself?
Yeah.
That when you, well, I can't see that now. When you use these products, they certainly help.
The relief, because the doctor would either give you a thick heavy emollient for eczema and psoriasis prone skin, or a hydrocortisone when you flare up. So that's what I would have been putting on my skin now, is hydrocortisone. And on the eye area, delicate area, not good. So that was when I started to use these products on my skin. You're not stripping the skin of the very little moisture that you have, and the essential oils started to heal the skin, and it's soothing and it's cooling and it's organic. So I was the answer to the symptoms that I had.
You've lived through this, and this is so this is really important. Okay?
Yeah.
So
I know how people are feeling when they're talking to me about their sensitive skin. I'm like,
Well, I'm getting and Wild Shore is you. You are the brand, and actually, as this conversation, because we've never really got this deep into your background and why you set up the business, that's critical, as in because you've lived it.
Yeah.
So why did you set up Wild Shore? Well, actually, it emanated from a number of different reasons.
Necessity, wanting to heal and look after people, specifically issues that I've experienced.
This is really important. So you've experienced these products.
It runs in our family. Like my wee niece, her knuckles were literally bleeding over COVID when she was in school. Those wee soaps. I went to her teacher, give her a mini soap, give her the mini cream. Skin was fine.
Wow.
And like even when I was out up at the boulevard and I met them again, actually in Limavady, a wee girl's really, really pale, red hair, really on fire. She's just in her wee pram, crying, didn't want to put the creams on.
So when you meet people like at these sort of different, you look around, you immediately go.
I can see what's wrong with them. I know you've acne rosacea. I know you've got a sensitivity.
You can say straight away, oh, there's an issue.
That's what she needs. This is how I can explain to her why she would need
I'm sure you and Ryan have chatted about this because he's had a lot of problems with his skin.
Yeah, no, I give him the cream.
Did you?
Okay. His wife really loves it, so she takes it and uses it.
That's good. That's good.
So they've rebought it. I think I saw them in Hillsborough actually.
Yeah, that's good.
He doesn't use it enough, but also I will say to them, look, this is external, but your issues are mostly internal. So look after your gut, and your gut's also your second brain. So that's why when your mind's at rest, the body's able to absorb better.
Tell me more about that.
There's an autoimmune issue going on. Your body's fighting itself. It doesn't need to. That can be inherited, and it also is that stress level with the gut lining. So you're not taking in. If you can have the most healthiest food in front of you, you can have everything that you need. But if your gut is leaking it out into your body and not absorbing it in the form that it needs,
helps you absorb it? What helps with that?
So, especially with stress levels, your cortisol levels are too high. It's eating away at the gut lining. You definitely need probably some help with digestive enzymes. Figure out what triggers, so don't eat those things. Come off them so that your body can recalibrate.
Okay.
So it's kind of like giving it a rest. I'm not saying you'll always be whatever lactose intolerance, whatever it is, whatever it is that's triggers, but know your triggers. Mm-hmm. And then you come off them, and then you come back on again. So that's real nutrition.
So people talk about like gluten,
intolerance.
Gluten intolerance.
Yeah, it's probably because they've ate too much of it. So everything in moderation, including moderation itself.
Okay.
But again, it's the mind. So yes, it's what you're putting in. Some people are genuinely eating and they don't realize even they're eating. Like it's a comfort thing. So there's a lot going on. As I'm saying, you need to figure out what's on the inside, which is also more of an extension of me, because that's the still small voice. If you listen to yourself, it'll tell you you don't want this, and obey it. You don't need this. You can have that. So there's a lot going on inside that we don't pay attention to. So mind over matter. It is mind over matter.
Intriguing.
I know. So sometimes I'll go down a rabbit hole with people, and they've needed whatever I've been able to tell them for,
This would be part of me subscribing to your in some state. In the future life, you're going to do podcasting. Not right now. Yeah, no. I can see that. Not right. You have lots going on at the moment. For me to even sit with you. Yeah. What you've been saying in the last 5 minutes is really interesting. This would be relevant to some of the content. We're really coming full circle here and talking about content creation.
Yeah.
And what you've just said there about the internal, about your gut, and about
frequency,
and then the manifestation of that in your skin as well,
and like
the correlation
girls,
between the correlation between the both, and cortisone levels will all. We all identify with cortisone levels and stress.
Just throwing your hormones out. And women have endometriosis, and they've just discovered that vitamin D can heal it. Vitamin D is pure sunlight. Get your ass out of bed early in the morning. Look at the sun coming up with the extra red UV light. That's before it's not stopping you doing your day's work if you need to do it. But you can get that red light frequency to help heal your body. So we're trying to put on sunscreens. We're putting on sunglasses. We need the light. We are light. Frequency is light. Do you know? So keep it simple. Get yourself out. Get your feet onto the ground. Get that frequency. Get the light.
This is interesting. So with the brand, with the brand and what it is, critical to that is what you and I did at the lock.
Going into nature, which is what the salts do. If you get into the bath, you're getting into nature. You're getting into the pure salt. It's dead sea salt. You're getting that magnesium. You're getting, because again, when you're high cortisol levels, you're using a lot of the magnesium up. The mitochondria in your cells are just working far too hard. They're about to explode. So just bringing your body back down into rest but just your mind first. It is mind over matter.
So. And the outdoor living and being outdoors,
and the colours and the frequency of
I
the
found
trees.
out, but we've chatted about this. I'm giving you a lot of extra
Go hug
years.
a tree.
Yeah, but actually being out today being out in the rain, being out in the sun, being out as I was out on Saturday for X amount of hours up a hill, yeah, but I was out.
Yeah.
It took me to my mid-40s to understand that.
Yeah.
To understand about
Because we're
outdoors.
caught in this busy. So
when you were pre-39, you were the one you talked about that and you were doing it, but you had no time. It took me to about mid-40s, self-employed at the time, young family, and then begin to realise about outdoors and about my own endorphin release.
Yeah.
And what that does, and that's different in men and women.
Yeah.
And the importance of that happening.
Totally.
And
actually we're at the beginning of that journey, so
being able to understand that. And
live in the environment properly and be connected to the land, so that when you said that at the very beginning that we receive, and it's when you receive is actually when you find out what it actually you're here for, your purpose, and you really only flourish in your life and everything comes to you to help you fulfill your purpose. And we don't even ask that question, because that was something how my brain works. When I was walking around the living room and like Sorella was just, I knew that wasn't all that it was supposed to be doing. And I said, okay, God, you're real, I'm 39, you've showed up in my life, you're taking me on this journey, but what am I supposed to do? Nobody asked that. So you're still immersing yourself in the land, you're still immersed, oh, I'll follow this is great, I'm enjoying this. But ultimately you need to cast the vision, and if you don't know where you're going, you're still just rambling, and you're not fully embracing who you are, and you're not in that joy state where everything is coming to you, everything that you need to fulfill your purpose. So we're not asking that question. And actually what came to me was, I want you to lead my people into my presence. So that's the presence, which is what we all pray. Our Father art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. So we're to bring in this era kingdom on earth as it is in heaven. So we are the answers to what the earth needs, which is why we're becoming one. We're becoming one with nature. We're understanding that. But what's your role in that? So we're not asking people enough these questions. What is your role? You need to be led into that space, that quiet space, so that you receive, so that I can help you receive. So when you're in the bath, or you're immersing your soul, so that you can receive, to figure out who it is and what your purpose is, and go about your business. And it's not the finances, but that will come, because your vision of yourself, or how you're meant to be on this earth, is bigger than you.
I mean,
it's bigger than you.
I think you and I could talk all day on this, and we're digressing, and yet we're not, because
it's all
coming back to Wild Shore,
it's
and
nature.
That walk. It's coming back to the walk that we did,
and the salts and the soap. It's allowing your brain to get back into the quiet, still space to figure out what you're meant to be doing. People need to be about their real business and not be distracted.
Yeah, and I'm trying to.
So the videos can't be distracted from.
And air of caution. We're just running this anyway, but if I can give you some mentoring caution advice. So I don't preach to anyone. I can't do it in my role anyway. I can't say you should be a non-Christian or agnostic or a Christian.
No, exactly.
I cannot do that. And I can't do that in my business. No. I can't. Or I'll not talk to you because of such and such. I can't do that. Whatever you're, I accept you as you are, and that's really, really, really important. So what I'm trying to air of caution, just with all this conversation, is your clients, your customers, are really going to be fascinated by you. All the things we've talked about would be really, really interesting. Some, when you mention the word faith, will turn off, and they will say, and will then have an association with your brand. Will have an association with your brand. That's not me. So,
but see, then you can say, what you can say is you're receiving from the universe. You're receiving from nature.
However,
do you know what I mean?
I'm not here. First of all, I'm not judgmental, and I think you know.
Oh, I do know.
You know that. I'm
not
trying to give you part of my role, and Gordon would probably like this too, but as an advisor. But part of my role is to say, right, in business, how we're going to promote this, and who's going to, what do people want to know really about
so
you.
In my head it is, that's where I stop and say, you're in nature, you're receiving, you're looking after the health and well-being of yourself, and then that becomes the Wild Shore down at the manor, but also very much hidden, because people are going to be coming to that for other reasons, but they'll
Yeah.
not know they're coming into the presence.
Yeah.
It's just to get people into rest
Yeah.
so they can receive.
I mean, what you're doing, so cross purposes slightly here, because the whole in your email and
Yeah.
the visit and with the rectory and stuff, that's a different project.
It's completely different. That's
Different
completely.
project.
And
I'll have conversations with you in the
Yeah.
future about that. And if you ever want somebody on the side as an ear,
No.
yeah.
Anyway,
yeah,
so
but
we're not saying
that's
that.
another story. So
I can stop at that,
Yeah.
and that's where it stops.
yeah, okay. So we're back. We're coming back on to Wild Shore now, then, and the welcome and what people are going to hear from you in the 90-second welcome video. So we've talked at length about your background, your company. Where do you want Wild Shore, like, to be in Wild Shore? Where do you want it to be in 5 years' time?
I actually don't think I see it in a different place than a niche that I think that I have found,
Okay.
which is in boutique hotels
Yeah.
that possibly don't have spas, full spa facilities.
And it's just boutique hotels.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a factory, there's, but it's still an element of handmade. It's not rolled out huge. That's a huge volume in it. And I'm actually not saying that that's not a thing, because I received in my quiet time one small step for Claire, one large leap for mankind. So where I'm taking this, no man has gone before.
Okay.
Which is, I think, is also why I think outside the box for Wild Shore, because it is a niche that hasn't been tapped into. So for now, this area, but if you look at the psychology behind it, it's so that people can, as many people as possible, in a luxury and capacity, as you're bringing people up, to experience it. It's something that you have to smell. It's something you have to immerse yourself in. It's something you have to try. So it's not going to sit on a shelf and wholesale with a nice colourful brand that looks the same as another soap, but I'm charging a lot more. They haven't smelt it, they haven't tried it, they don't know anything about it. It's just choice. Whereas they're trying an experience when it goes into a room, and then they make an educated decision of whether they want to buy it again because they've tried it and they've smelt it.
Yeah.
So it's experiential. So in my head, that's an experiential way of getting it out to people on a mass scale. Then they're educated to go and buy it full price. And you're also in that remit is increasing their experience in stay in a hotel. They are remembering the hotel because of the smell. Whether it's a businessman who's about to do a multi-million-pound deal, has come into a place of rest so he can be completely clear on what he wants to deliver when he gets up in the morning and goes to the boardroom wherever he is in Hong Kong. So it's again facilitating what I'm all about, which is rest and receiving and healing to people that might need it when they're stuck in a board or they're stuck in a hotel away from their family. They're not having that same level of comfort because they're away from their family. They're not having that maybe mental clarity because they're in stress or something has happened and they've lost their luggage. Or family who want to go away on holidays and they want to get on their bike and somebody's cut themselves, put that wee bit of cream on. So it's healing their skin. They're nurtured in even the products as well as.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So we've got to where you've nailed that with being the boutique hotels. I've got that.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going to get exposure to your product.
I think exposure to your product, and yet you're still giving to the hotel of why they would be using your product.
Yeah.
It's set aside. It's different.
Yeah.
It's not your dispensary, which was just speaking to.
And let me show you something. Okay, so this holds 3 mics. It's a pouch. All right.
Yeah.
You open it out, and there are 3 microphones in it, and then there's the windshield, whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, just for talk's sake.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a Wild Shore hotel pack product. It's about that size.
Yeah.
I open it in some way.
Yeah.
Out of the box, and I get some nice promotional material. I scan my phone and I'm prompted to scan here. I do that. Oh, when you're hope you're going to enjoy your. So there's 2 things. There's a welcome explanatory pack for the hotel, I think. Oh, just bear with me.
Yeah.
Of what you could be doing and explaining to people what to do with the product.
Yeah.
And then there's at the individual user.
Yeah.
You with me? So we can think a bit more about that.
Right.
I think what we've been talking to date is the individual user.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. So I open it, and you say, and I hope you enjoy this pack. You will see there are how many items in it? Three different items in it.
Yeah.
Each of the If you want to find out more, on the back there's our website a bit more, which will take you to our social channels, or Instagram or YouTube channel, or if you like to buy the product there. So that should be in this piece. You with me?
Yeah.
In this promotional 90-second piece, that should be in it for me. That should be in it. So that's kind of, I'm deliberately going back to opening this.
Yeah.
And what do you want? What am I to do? This will do the product 1, product 2, product 3. This is what will do for you.
Yeah.
So bear with me on what my brain is. So I've done that. I've had 2 nights in this hotel using your product, either in a business event, or my partner and I we're away for a weekend, and we both love it. We're fighting over who jumps into the bath. Or maybe both of you do, but unlikely in my circumstances. Unlikely. So you jump into the bath, you've had your wee hike or your walk or whatever else, and you've had this, this is magic, love it. And then you've got that to take away home with you, right? In the old days of you get the luxury slippers and whatever else. Yeah. I'm just thinking of the hotel, of the gift away. Whatever's left in that, I'm not too sure if there's still something I can take away with me.
Oh yeah, the soap they'll not use.
But that's
take away, and the cream they won't have used all.
I imagine there's going to be.
Yeah.
So I take that away from me with it was a lovely stay. So that's sitting in my bathroom at home. And I got, we have a great stay. I must look up at that product. Did you watch her video? It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So that's the real, and I'm stating the obvious to you, but I'm just being a first time user here.
Yeah. That's exactly what's going to happen.
And
that's
this
right to finish. Yep.
That's kind of great. And then you're talking about tracking earlier on, but you're able to say now, they must have used that at the Hollywood Hotel or that the.
Yeah. So I can give them some free products for their rooms.
I'm getting quite a few. You must be you're like a brand ambassador for me. And so this is kind of
that's quite unusual. Now it's a
in hotels.
Isn't it?
Oh.
So to me that's innovative. However, all I've done is tweaked some of the skills that I would have used in Sorella. So if I had been ordering products off a company, say it was a skincare brand, Yonka, I would have been able to educate my staff into using it, how best to use it, how to treat their customers. And if they'd had extra sales, they were given points by Yonka, in which case and they would have known that through the staff. Because I had ordered so much and I knew who was doing the best sales, they got free products. So that encouraged them to buy more. Or to sell more, sorry. So I bought more. So they sold more and I bought more, but they got free stuff at home. So they were able to use it more and enjoy it more and talk about it. So that kind of concept exists.
So when you're
but it doesn't exist in hotelier land.
No, it does in the spas, but in the spas.
Do you know what I mean? In the treatment
the
range,
actual spas of 4 or 5 star hotels, it does, because they're going, what are your facilities here, and it's by, all the brands, whatever it is. Oh yeah, we're a client of Infinity Spas and a client of such and such. This is the relationship we have with this producer who uses. So that's a purpose-built spa, either adjunct to a hotel or your day spa experience. This isn't it. This is this product is a spa in-room experience. In hotel stay experience, which from the boutique hotel who doesn't have a spa
is perfect.
Is ideal. Is ideal, and they're able to communicate that on their own social channels.
That's right.
And then you're into the ambassadorial role that you want the receptionists, those that are on the point of contact with the customers.
Did you enjoy your wild shore in the room? How did you
receive
that?
How was your stay? I love that pack. Actually, I use that at home. Oh, do you know? Well, the owner of it is up in Loughney or down in Loughney or whatever. And she's so passionate. Have you seen her videos? So those 20 boutique hotel ambassadors are your target as well.
So that's what I'm saying. So in 5 years from now, I'm not because that's such a niche market, that's huge, but I'm not saying then at some stage, I don't see it just yet, but it could happen, that then those products that are just the functional, literally basic functional spa experience, either at home or in a hotel, can't be run out to a full spa range and then go into hotels as a spa brand where it's being used as a treatment. and you're getting into all that. I don't know, I'll not be doing all of that. Please God, I'll be down at the Loch Shore doing the other thing.
Your other projects.
And you know, whoever's taking on Wild Shore, absolutely, I can oversee it. I understand what they're doing.
Okay.
I've been in that market.
So
but it's
I'm
not
gonna
what I
halt
do.
the recording here. So we've had a long chat about this. Been really, really good so far.
In my head, that's where I just see it.
Yeah. We're going to summarize by saying Claire is going to now write up a script. I'm going to help her with that. Kieran and Claire are going to come up with a script about 90 seconds,
Yeah.
which is going to be a welcome video to go on the pack.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.